Now, unlike Blue Beetle, Peacemaker, who saw changes to their characters, their origins and whatnot, when making the transition from Charlton Comics characters to DC characters, Question seemed to really retain his Charlton roots, with DC basically just making additions or expanding on his Charlton origins, since Charlton basically left it kind of open. They only had like a 3-part story in the Charlton comics. He was known as Vic Sage, a red-haired investigative TV journalist by day, and by night he was the Question, a tall black-haired man in an ensemble rather unique for comic book vigilantes, comprising of an orange shirt, blue suit, trench coat, gloves, and a fedora. And of course, the most important aspect, he had no face. And that facelessness and the hair color change is all thanks to a failed Band-Aid. Aristotle taught Rodor and a one Dr. Twain developed a new kind of wound care known as pseudoderm. The skin-like bandage was applied with some bonding gas and was intended to give patients, like burn victims, the luxury of maintaining a somewhat normal appearance while healing. Unfortunately, the pseudoderm had a pretty unfortunate and unforeseen, extremely toxic side effect on open wounds. Sometimes the results were even fatal. Once the truth was discovered, both Tot and Twain agreed to drop it. Can't use it on open wounds. It's killing people. However, Tot discovered that Twain was selling the pseudoderm on the black market to third world countries. So nice. He was pretty unbothered by the fatal effects it had on those poor people. So he was basically, a piece of shit. So Tot turned to the only person he could think of who could help in this situation, his old pal Vic. He offered him the information as well as a handy solution to help hide his famous face. Luckily for Vic, Tot had made a mask out of the pseudoderm, and he also found a secondary use for the bonding binary gas. Vic could not only use the gas hidden in a compartment in his belt, gloves, or even cards to bond the pseudoderm mask to his skin, but he could also use it to alter the appearance of his hair and clothes. Not only does Vic obviously uncover the plot, but he also exposes Dr. Twain's dastardly deeds on television while bound in pseudoderm. So dramatic. I love it.
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!